So we take the chance today to interview Pascal Finette, the Chair of Entrepreneurship and Open Innovation at the Singularity University for the F-Lane community. So welcome, Pascal. The Vodafone Institute shares one mission with Pascal, which with you, Pascal, is fostering female entrepreneurship. So fostering diversity in the tech sector is still a big issue, and you are an evangelist and supporter of female tech entrepreneurs. Why is this so important for you? Tell us.
It's just the right thing to do. I mean, there's a gazillion reasons, and of course, I'm sure you're familiar with like all the studies which show you like diversity. The moment you have more diversity in your teams, they perform better. So there's a lot of like economic reasons. That's number one. Number two is most of the world's spending power is in the hands of females, women. They buy women products, and I'm always shocked when like I hear a guy, a person, a man, like creating women-focused products. It just makes no sense to me. All that happens, but at the same time, quite frankly, it is just the right thing to do, because I sit in way too many meetings where, you know, everybody looks just like me, like white male, and you have the same conversation, and it's really not healthy. I also believe, and this is probably a little bit more meta, is that, and it's a little bit of a platitude, but I think there's truth in it, that women tackle problems in a different way. And by and at large, I believe as a society, we need more female outlook on this world. I honestly doubt that this planet would be in the shape it is today if we would have more women leaders worldwide. Simple as that.
Yeah, I absolutely would subscribe that. So, but coming back to the let's say maybe a solution to the problem. So there are still very few women who are founding tech startups actually. So I think it's around like 5% or something, and they get 2 or 3% of the entire venture capital was around on the globe. So why are they getting so much less venture capital, and why are such a little amount of women founding a startup?
Yeah, I mean. So again, like a gazillion reasons, right? So it starts with early childhood education, where we put women in like cutesy pink shirts and say you're going to be the princess, and you know the boy gets to be taken around and like being roughed up and like is encouraged to build a lemonade stand, right, in the US. So it starts there, and then the discrimination goes basically through the whole educational system. And it ends at the point where a woman needs to find venture capital, and you look at the venture capital industry, and it's not just male dominated, it's just male owned. So again, like you have the challenge that you sit there as a woman, you sit in front of a bunch of white guys. If you then also happen to create a product for a female audience, I mean, seriously, I sat in meetings where like a VC made a comment and said like, oh, I don't believe this works. Because I believe my daughter wouldn't use it. And I'm like, really? Like that's like how you base your assumption, but it's reality, right? So it's a systemic challenge. We need to tackle it on every single level, and we need to do so quick.
Absolutely. I mean, maybe the venture capitalist firms should bring their daughters and their women or partners on board to judge on the business models, actually. I mean, what the Vodafone Institute does, based on research, because we had the same findings, actually, when we digged a little bit deeper 3 years ago, is we started a female social ventures accelerator. And this is just one tiny bit really to change the system. So what more is needed to foster broad systemic change, actually?
Well, I think, Jesus, so much. So let's start in the education system, where we really think about and treat women as equals, and we give them the same opportunities, and we don't like put them into cutesy, you know, pink shirts, which, by the way, as a boy, as a man, I love pink. So, you know, like I've got the same issue where I'm like, I'm not allowed to wear pink. Anyway, long story. So I think that's one side. The other side is then you look at the educational system past primary education, so universities, etc. And then we need to have much more infrastructure to support women. And by the way, I think an important point is I've been in this space and been working in this space and volunteering in this space for quite a while. I think it's even more important that we create these bridges. So not just women program for women, led by women, done by women, but I think we need the bridges. We need to have champions on both sides. So I think the most inspiring programs for me are the ones where we can actually bring people together across all these different characteristics, right? Like anything from gender, which by the way is not just women and like men and female, right? There's gender fluidity and all this kind of stuff, as well as race and background and ethnicity and religion and so on. So I think that the strongest programs are the ones which can actually bring all of them together. But again, like I think it really, we need to do it everywhere.
Absolutely, and let's just do it.
So
we keep on going with F-Line, definitely.
Yes,
and
sure.
Thank you very much for your insights. They are much appreciated.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you
Pascal.
for having me.